Look at that front end. Gangsta. We're over at Brian's house, where, let's just say, I started my life of building stuff once I met him. But we're over here. We're gonna tackle the brakes today. Like I said on the last video, when we decided to put some bump in the trunk. And by the way, that is just for right now. I do a lot more better systems than that, so that's to come. But let's tackle some brakes. We're about to do the fronts, and then we'll hit the backs. Fronts will be easy because they're disc, and the backs aren't going to be fun because they're drums. I don't like drums, but let's get at it. Ain't it though? Got brand new rotors for the front, new bearings, seals, pads. So let's jack it up. Alright, we're under it. Now, the rotors are pretty worn, probably haven't been changed in a long time. The pads aren't bad either, but they look pretty rough. And then that whole thing like moves back and forth. I don't like that. That might be what, when I go to hit my brakes, it's like zoop, 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 because this thing's back and forth. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and change it out. Old and new hotness. Boom. I'm not gonna show you the other side because it's gonna look just like this, and I'll get back to you guys when we're doing the drum brakes. I'm gonna take out a tire. I'm gonna give you something to beat that shit out. Big time. We're on the back. We just finished the other side. Now we're on here. All the old shit's on the ground. I'm not gonna video putting these together. Just go look up Chris Fick's video, even though his spring trick will come back and get you in the face. So, thanks a lot, Chris Fix. Appreciate it.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to a dumbass. We're gonna be so bombed for that. I don't even care. But this is all out. We're about to put the new hotness in, and I'll get back to you. New shoes on, new springs and hardware. I'm never fucking doing that again. So when it's like sticking out in your interior, it's already loomed. All the brakes are done, and hopefully more fun stuff will come instead of this boring shit. But we're about to pull Brian's El Camino in and do an RPM gauge. So I'll see you guys when I don't know. Dope, brakes are done. Alright, last time you guys saw me was yesterday, and I went ahead and knocked out all the brakes over at Brian's house. Luckily, I was able to use his dad's garage, so I didn't have to freeze my bunions off. But, so now we got, so far on the Buick in less than a month, we've got all new struts, all new springs, all new front brakes, all new back brakes. Basically, the whole stereo is completely done, and the interior's been cleaned up a little bit. I got the motor running correctly, and it's really turning out to be a good car, and I've had a lot of progress on it in a short amount of time. But the interior part of it, I'm keeping most of the interior like stock and clean the way it is, but I have this dash piece that goes over top my speakers, and it's in really good shape, besides this end piece being cracked. So I'm going to hot glue that. Let me flip this over, and then I'm going to cut these out right here so that you can see my Pioneer speakers. And also, the aftermarket speakers hit on these and vibrate this whole plastic piece, so I won't be dealing with that anymore. So then I'm going to be covering this piece in this like real tree fabric, and the actual like kind of like theme I'm going for this car is kind of like a, how you say, a gangster redneck vibe. It's gonna be like clean and nice on the outside and also clean on the inside, but it's gonna have like real tree stuff all through it, and it's gonna be kind of like redneckish in a way. So that's what I'm going for on this build, like a gangster redneck vibe. But we're gonna go ahead and knock this out, and I only paid $10 for the fabric, maybe like $5 for the gun and some glue and then some spray adhesive, so that I can lay the fabric on that and lay it into all these little tiny grooves, like, so that it actually turns out pretty nice. And I did this with my truck, and it's held up for almost a year and a half now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and knock this out and see how it goes. Alright, got the little cracks all patched up, got that thing put on there with the glue smoothed out on the top, but not the bottom. I really caked the bottom of it, but now it's one piece. And it was cracked before I got it, but I looked into buying a new piece like this, and they want like $200, and I'm not about to do that. So I figured I'll do a little something with it instead. So now I'm about to basically see how much fabric I'm gonna need. I got 2 yards, so it should be plenty. And then we'll spray on the adhesive, and then it's like crunch time, and you gotta like rush. So hopefully it turns out. Hopefully that will be covered in that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and this is my apartment garage. I've actually built a lot of stuff right here. So this is where I go when it's cold. My kitchen garage. But yeah, let's see if this will work out. Whoops. Alright, I have laid it down. Got pieces of wood underneath of it so I don't get the floor all sticky. Those spots are from like a year ago, and I scrub my floor like once a week, so it's been a long time. It used to be like this nasty big ring from my headliner, but we laid it down. Turned out pretty good. I went a little thick on the glue right here. You can see it a little bit. Not too happy about that, but it's not too bad. And then went a little bit lighter through the whole thing. And now there's little vents right here I need to cut out. And I decided not to cut the speakers out and put a little foam insert at the bottom. But we're gonna have to snip these out for the heater on the windshield. But I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. I actually really like this fabric. So, but I have it laid down. I'm gonna let it tack up all night, and then tomorrow after work I'll cut it all up and trim it, and then throw it in the car. So hopefully that turns out good. It's working so far. So we'll see after it's all tacked up and after I trim it. Hopefully it turns out good. Alright, I know the lighting's bad in here, but I'm just slowly going around the edges and making them really tight. And just taking my time doing it. I decided to knock it out tonight, but that's about how far I am from here to there, and it's taken me about maybe 5-6 minutes, so I'm gonna keep knocking it out. Alright, it's about 11:30 at night. I got work at 5 in the morning, but I just finished tucking all the corners super tight, and then I'll flip it over so you can see it on the back. All the corners have been tucked. really nicely. It's really like a tight fit. That is not anything with a piece of fuzz on there, but really tight fit all the way around the seams. So yeah, it turned out good. And now I'm going to cut the vents out so that the air can go through there. But it turned out good. I like it. It's gonna go good with my floor mats and the whole vibe I'm trying to go for on the interior. So I will get back to you guys once I have those vents cut out. Hopefully it works. It's like a make or break point for it. So hopefully it goes well. Alright, I think it turned out pretty good. It's about 12:30. Like I said, I gotta get up at 5, but I had to finish it. Turned out really good. I'm trying to get like a whole shot of it. There it goes. There it goes. But yeah, it is done. Vents are cut out nice and straight all the way around. And all the seams are really tight, so it is ready to go in the car. It's gonna look dope when it's in there. Can't wait to see it. So that's done, and now I wanted to get a steering wheel cover for it, so that could be like this kind of camo as well. And by the way, all this camo I'm making sure it all matches so it's not different stuff. But I want to get a steering wheel cover, but my aftermarket steering wheel is too small, so I think I'm gonna get one, cut it in half, and then shrink it down to what size I need, and then I'm gonna sew it up with fishing line and then pop it on there. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow after work. But I'm gonna put this in the car. Next time you guys see me, I'll be showing this off, and then I will be making the steering wheel cover for it. So yeah, interior is gonna be coming right along. But time to go to bed. I gotta weld in the morning. Alright, so it's the next day. It's about 10 o'clock at night or so. I got a steering wheel cover for it. It's the real tree, so it will match the floor mats. But I'm going to go ahead and attempt to cut this and shrink it down. So we'll see how that goes. I also picked up one of these light bars. I think I'm going to get another one to make it like boom, boom. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but I just got them. I've always wanted a light bar, so I got one. But I'm about to cut this up after I just bought it. Okay, I just got done cutting it and sewing it back together with fishing line. It is noticeable, but it's not too bad. I might think of something to cover that up, but for right now, really, that doesn't matter to me. So I have got my trimmed steering wheel cover for my aftermarket steering wheel. So, boom. I'm gonna go throw that in and see if it fits, and put 2 pieces of foam on the bottom of this so my speakers don't rattle on it, and then this will be ready to go in the car. And then hopefully tomorrow, in between the sleet and the ice, I'll be able to put that in and start the car up for a little bit, and buy another one of those LED bar things and see if I can mount those up and make those work to a switch, and put some wipers on. And then I got this cover so that this doesn't fade out fast because it's right in the window. So yeah, I'm gonna go see if that fits tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully mounting those, or at least putting that in the interior and putting the new wipers in. So dope. We're on the highway. And we're cruising. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're going 65, and she's just purring along. She's just purring. Got my dash piece in. Got my custom steering wheel cover with fishing line holding it together. Got my floor mats in, RPM gauge in. Now I gotta get visors and A-pillar covers, and the interior will be complete. But do you hear it just roaring right now? Look at it just passing up traffic. 1980 motherfucker, get out the way! But we're just cruising along on the highway. Good fucking test run. Brakes working good, suspension working good, motor's running good. Let me cut this Tahoe off real quick. It just sounds good. It's running fucking amazing. But just showing you guys that she's running good, and way more shit to come on this. I just hurt my back at work, so I'm gonna be out for the next couple weeks, so I might be able to throw out a couple videos. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But stay tuned for the next part of the Buick and other bullshit. Comment, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want. I love it. See you guys next time.